What's up? I'm Dan Random, and today I'm having trouble with my Ryobi electric pressure washer. So it started to seem like the issue was in here, so I popped this thing out, which was retaining this guy in here. So you pop this out, and it fights you a little bit. You got to wiggle it all the way out and keep tapping it with a screwdriver. But as you can see down in here, there's all kinds of mineral deposits, and this doesn't look so hot either. So I'm going to clean all this stuff up. I guess I'm going to try CLR, and I'm pretty sure that I will get the normal pressure back all the time once this thing is cleaned out. So what's happening is every once in a while as I'm using it, it starts bogging down and doesn't have good pressure. Then the pressure starts building, comes back, and sometimes the pressure actually doesn't come back and the motor keeps running. So I really need to clean this thing out and get full pressure all the time because it's very annoying. Well, I'm not sure what I did with my CLR, but this Lime-A-Way that is supposed to take care of lime, calcium, and rust should do the trick. So I'm just going to flip it back here. Let me flip this thing down. And let's fill this little hole here with some Lime-A-Way. Okay, now this wouldn't be too bad to squirt on a few other things, really. I mean, you could just kind of spray it around. I don't think it's going to hurt anything, as long as it doesn't get into anything with electric. And let's just totally soak this guy, too. I'm going to have to soak inside everywhere, so let me just get inside this hole here and let it sit for, I don't know. I'll let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll check it. And this thing's leaking, so I better turn it back up for the meantime. Okay, we'll check back in a few. Actually, I think I'm going to try to draw some of this through by turning it on and pulling the trigger of the gun here with it disconnected. Let's see if it will take some in. Let me try actually just hitting this with it off. No, turn it on. Okay, that draws some in. Fill it back up, let it draw a little more. Now obviously you don't want it to run too long, but it ran way too much anyway with this problem, so whatever. I decided to also inspect the hose side here, and yeah, it's looking pretty nasty. So I'm going to clean this up too, and I think I'm actually going to remove this here. It comes out the same way as the other side that I showed you before. Just like that. So I'm going to pop this out and clean this thing up too. As you can see, I ended up taking a little bit more apart using the Lime-A-Way in all of these parts, and with this filled here, I let water come through here, so this thing had some go through the whole end there. Both tips of this hose really could use it too. I'll have to closely inspect the little rubber O-rings. Let's see, there's one there, and I think there's one in here with a screen. So you might want to take this screen out and clean it as well. I realized that if you remove this, you can tip this back if you want this to be full and, you know, try to work its way through. So I just did that. It looks like the other pieces are getting a lot cleaner than they were. I still didn't pull the O-rings off yet. Let me do that real quick. Well, never mind. I can't find my O-ring kit, so the O-rings are going to have to wait. So this is looking pretty clean. So I'm just going to put it back together and see how much better it works with a little Lime-A-Way treatment. Okay, I just hooked the hose back up, switched the power back on. Let's see how she works now. Oh wow. Instant power, full power right away. So I guess I'll do a little more pressure washing and see if the issue comes back. I've been using the pressure washer now for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, and it didn't even lose pressure a single time. So I'm going to call this good. I would have liked to replace the O-rings, but I don't know where the kit is, and it's working great now. So I'm just going to call this good. So if you have a pressure washer that's losing pressure, try some of the things that you saw me try in this video, and that should also work for a gasoline pressure washer.